Hi, I'm Virginia Bruce. I'm the CEO of Hands That Shape Humanity.
And I'm Georgia Kite, and I'm the Creative Director of Hands That Shape Humanity.
Hands That Shape Humanity was conceptualised in South Africa in 2004, and it started as an exhibition. 36 people that were fairly iconic in their different industries were interviewed and filmed, and they were actually asked if they had one message to leave to humanity, what would it be? And that was actually made the basis or the genesis of the actual Hands That Shape Humanity movement and program. Since that time, we've basically spearheaded the project and turned it into an initiative that is bigger than the exhibition. It's also moving into an education and mentoring program, which is part of what we've been doing with COFA, and it's also a consumer products retail business, and we're hoping to expand it to other different areas as well.
The latest round that we did with COFA, we had 3 students that kind of took the project and got the ball rolling, and that was Eva, Julie and Emma.
My name is Emma McMonagle and I'm in my 4th year of design at the College of Fine Arts. I'm about to begin my major project. My studio areas are textile design and graphic design, and I really enjoy textiles especially.
My name's Eva Tam, but a lot of people just call me by Eva. So.
My name's Julie and I'm a design student in my final year. When I got the brief, I thought it was quite open, like you can do whatever you want sort of thing as long as it has a message. That was what I wanted to do. I didn't want to make anything so fancy, just something really basic, simple, but has so much meaning behind it.
The humanity side of things, and what kind of led me towards Hands was the devotion and also the strong influences on different issues and aspects around the country and around the world. And the slogan of how to do something extraordinary by ordinary people kind of put me towards that kind of situation, kind of thinking, well, I'm just a student, and if I can actually do something that can actually help somewhere around the world, then yeah, that'll be good.
Eva and Julie's projects were really good, and the initial stages of those were quite promising, and we started doing a lot of design development and kind of the research and development with them. Their briefs were more centred around communities that they wanted to help to kind of, I guess, be able to both give advocacy to, but also I think to fund and be able to donate money to them.
When I began thinking about this project back in January, I had no idea what I wanted to create, other than the really strong feeling I felt that whatever it was had to be important. We have to make a project, and I didn't really want to make something that I couldn't see coming through and making a difference. So looking at what the Hands That Shape Humanity wanted, they were really focused this year on raising money for schools in Vietnam. So I began thinking about researching Vietnam, and I discovered, much to my shock, was that there was a really high rate of maternal mortality rates in Vietnam, one of the highest in the world.
Hands is very much about including the individual first and foremost, so the journey of self to other, to society, to humanity and beyond is the philosophy that, you know, every project and every individual that steps into the Hands initiative gets.
So I'm going to create hopefully a muslin wrap that will be sold in shops in Australia, that will be made by the women artisans in Vietnam, and the money raised from these wraps will go back to the women in Vietnam.
The types of projects that we like to encourage the students to self-select are ones that are not based on consumer sort of products or issues, but rather solving problems within the community. So they have a strong social, cultural context and foundation to them. And that, combined with the creative solutions that they come up with, makes for very interesting projects.
This place holds the highest rate of maternal and infant death rates during childbirth in the world. 4 for every 100 births, a mother dies, and 35 children. So I wanted to create something that would play on our power as consumers back in Australia to be a driving force for change to try and help these people.
I think it's good to have this process with hands, in a sense, empowering projects, allowing the students to feel that they can be actually effective at another scale. I mean, half the beauty of the university situation is that you bring into this space your spatial intelligence, your design intelligence, and you test it at a range of scales. And so hands adds another sort of scale.
In my head, like I'm a person that loves to visualize, so thinking, that it could potentially be something that could actually make a difference to someone's life. One of the major issues is that they're so poor, the people in tropical areas of the world and third world countries. They don't have money, they don't have shoes to wear, so they're exposed to this volcanic soil. So within this kit, it would have templates and probably components in it that people would follow instructions and then make their own shoes, and use that shoe to protect their feet from this disease called podoconiosis.
I'm actually making jewelry pieces, which is a series of a woman's life in China, and then these jewelry pieces will be then exhibited in an interactive sensory exhibition, which allows the end user or the viewer to actually go through the different stages. With the Chinese culture, it just seems like it's still very traditional and still kind of handing down towards the generations, but it's also because of this problem that causes China to be a lot slower than other countries. My fascination between these cultures has kind of put me towards this project.
I think, when I sat down to research and think, what it is that I wanted to get out of my project, I think I wanted to do something that would help someone.
I'm sure you guys know yourselves that the development of any project as a piece for your final year is really important to your marks and to your career and to your future and how you're shaped. So the process of working with the Hands project, there's a lot of guidelines that have to be adhered to, and those guidelines can limit the flexibility that you might otherwise have around a project.